Mr. David here with another video for you today. Hey, pay attention. Stop what you're doing. Stop. Pay attention. Me and Shion Kenny here today, we're having this discussion. Guys, this is a self-defense video. We're not going to show you no technique, but it is a self-defense video. Probably one of the most important self-defense videos that we've done, and we've done plenty, okay? Because it has to do with the way you think, has to do with mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, and you ain't thinking the right way, you're never gonna be able to perform when you need to perform in a critical situation. See? These guys were talking. They were having a discussion. One guy is in favor of this gentrification and this softening of men. The other guy was saying, no, men can't be that way. Men have to be dangerous. It's important for a man to be dangerous. So we were having this discussion, okay? And I asked Kenny, I said, should a man be dangerous? And what do you say?
I say a man should reserve the right to be dangerous according to the situation. And what do I mean by that? When he comes home to his family to sit down and have dinner with his family and find out what they did during their day, that's not the time for him to be dangerous. However, if someone were to break into their house, that's the time now for him to be dangerous. So a man should be dangerous according to the situation, should always reserve the right to be dangerous.
To another level. Let's hit it. To another level.
But now let me ask you a question. What if that man was taught his whole entire life not to be dangerous,
then he
to
got
be
wrong
soft?
information. He was brought up wrong. He got wrong information because now he's being programmed against his natural instincts. Because a man's natural instincts is to be a protector and a provider, no matter what anybody tells you. And I'm not trying to get political and all that other stuff. That's what a man's function, one of his functions is to be. You take that away from him now, you de-evolving a man.
Now you got a whole different society. Now you got Boy Scouts selling Girl Scouts cookies. You understand? Now you got Boy Scouts selling Girl Scouts cookies. It's not supposed to be that way, okay? Understand, in the martial arts, there's a certain thing we try to do with your children when you bring them into our school. For you adults that come in to the martial arts school who don't feel comfortable walking the streets, you want to develop a different type of confidence, a different way of thinking, knowing how to react, knowing what to do, knowing not to overreact, but at the same time, hold your ground and let no one take advantage of you and your family. That is the way it's supposed to be, okay? Because we train the way we train, because people train in different schools the way they train, they're not violent people. They're not bad people, okay? They are developing the skills they need to know to stop someone from hurting them and hurting their family. That's why in the back of our t-shirts, one of them says,
violent by design, compassionate by choice. He chooses to be compassionate.
We choose to be compassionate. That saying is from Wes Watson, okay?
Shout out to Wes.
Right, understand, guys, that is the way it's supposed to be. So you have a choice. You could be soft or you could be hard, okay? And if you choose to be soft, that day when you meet somebody who wants to take advantage of you and your family, you're not going to know what to do. And if you're thinking about calling the cops, okay? You're thinking about calling the cops? What happened when the police come and the police are not men, but the police is a female police? Do you expect her to be dangerous? Or do you expect her to be soft and feminine? What do you expect her to be? Okay? So you can't be willing for a woman to protect you and your family, and as a man, you ain't willing to protect you and your family. Okay? So don't listen to this crap that people are telling you. Understand, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay?
And before we get all the comments about, oh, toxic masculinity, first of all, that's a made-up term. Toxic masculinity, that term doesn't exist. There is no such thing as that. All right, masculinity has a value, all right, and a good value. So there's nothing toxic about it. So before you put that in the comments, we're here trying to talk to you and educate you and pass along information about what is and what isn't, what should be and what shouldn't be.
And you need to understand, this is the world we live in. Okay? Crime is on a rise and it's getting worse. Those crooks are violent. Not by design. They're violent.
By choice.
By choice all the time. Okay? So you need to watch this video that we're going to show right now. And you make a choice of what kind of man you want to be.
And what kind of man you want to raise your sons to be.
That's right. Your choice. Okay? After you watch the video, leave us a comment. Okay? Leave us a comment on what you think. You know, share it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that Kenny usually tells you to do. Do it. Okay? Because it's this, once again, I'm going to make it very clear. It's a very important self-defense video. Because if you're putting your kids, and I've had it. I've had parents who put their kids into this class, and the second we're pushing them and go hard with them, they're like, no. You're exercising them too much. You're pushing them too much. I'm like, okay. You need to take your kid out of here. Because what kind of world you think you're living in? No, your kid is not going to ruin the rest of these kids. Take your kid and leave. Okay? Leave. Because you want to talk that crap and push that crap to your kids, go right ahead. When your kid get bashed in the head by some bully whose father is violent and teaching his son violent, and you're teaching your kid to be soft, then you're going to realize, you know what? I think I made the wrong decision. But watch the video and tell us what you think. Thank you.
Peace.
Saying men should be dangerous. By dangerous, that implies I should be ready to threaten someone, to hurt somebody.
No, you should be capable of it. But that doesn't mean you should use it. There's nothing to you otherwise. Like if you're not a formidable force, there's no morality in your self-control. If you're incapable of violence, not being violent isn't a virtue. People who teach martial arts know this full well, right? If you learn a martial art, you learn to be dangerous, but simultaneously you learn to control it. Both of those come together. And the combination of that capacity for danger and the capacity for control is what brings about the virtue. Otherwise you confuse weakness with moral virtue. I'm harmless, therefore I'm good. It's like, no, that isn't how it works. That isn't how it works at all. If you're harmless, you're just weak. And if you're weak, you're not going to be good. You can't be, because it takes strength to be good. It's very difficult to be good.